Hello guys, today is a very exciting day. We are doing our second ever Empower Photoshoot. So our January intake of Empower, they've just finished their 12 weeks and today is the shoot for some of them. Whoever was able to make it, we are doing a shoot at Ultraflex Rotherham, and yeah, I cannot wait. I am just getting ready. I've done some work this morning, I've had a shower as you can tell. I'm going to get ready and yeah, it'll be time for us to go to the gym. Gaz is actually doing the shoot for everyone. Funny story actually, he was meant to do the shoot last year, but unfortunately, literally the day before, I had to take him to the hospital. So it was a little bit of a interesting story. Let's just say he thought, you know what, things are stressful with me going to the hospital every so often. Let's just, take it up a notch. But yes, I am going to get ready. I am just having my coffee in my Moomin's mug that I got in Poland. I've got some background noise, which is Princess and the Frog. Feel free to judge me, but something nice and easy to have in the background whilst I am getting ready. So I'm going to put a little bit of makeup on, get my hair sorted, get some meals together, and we're going to go to the gym. All ready, and we are on our way to the gym. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Mr. Photographer?
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I'm going to probably be in like one picture, the group picture, and that's it. It's not about me today. It's about everyone else. So I'm doing fine. It'll be nice to see everyone and meet everyone in person. Can't wait to see how they all look. We're excited. Very excited. But yeah, I'm going to go to the gym. I'll probably help Gaz set everything up. World's best assistant. He's nodding. Yes. He can pay me in coffee. So we are at the gym, all set up, ready to go. All the ladies are here. And yeah, can't wait to get started with it all.
No nightmare when you can still see the light. Can't find me, I'm not in the city tonight. I like your playlist, boy, turn it up a little louder. Roads empty, so you drive a little faster. Ain't thinking nothing tonight, but I'm feeling so high. Show my tan lines, low rise, rooftop down. It's golden out all the time. It's the midnight sun kiss, get under the red sky, laying on your chest like this. Hold me like the pebbles in your hand, initials in the sand. Yeah, summer isn't over yet. Skinny dipping with your heart out is my favorite part. Now we ain't gotta tell no one. A never-ending midnight connected. I'm so in touch with it all. I feel protected by the moon and the stars. I'm walking barefoot, feel the grass in between my toes. Bombshell wind in my hair, baby, let it blow, yeah. It's been a while since I cried over something so nice. Show my tan lines, low rise, rooftop down. It's golden out all the time. It's the midnight sun kiss, get under the red sky, laid on your chest like this. Hold me like the pebbles in your hand, initials in the sand. Yeah, summer isn't over yet. Skinny dipping with your heart out is my favorite part. Now we ain't got
I got so caught up with the whole day that I didn't really film too much, so huge apologies for this, but it was such an amazing day. I think when it comes to doing a photo shoot, especially your first one, it's always a little bit awkward at first, you don't know what to do, but I think everyone really got into it after they kind of started with everything, and yeah, it was really amazing.
an amazing day, really. And it was just great to see everyone in person as well, and and see them show off their hard work that they've put in for the 12 weeks. Now, quite a few ladies that did the shoot today are actually joining us for another 12 weeks. And if you are interested in joining us for the 12-week challenge, we are starting on the 6th. So when this goes out, I believe that's going to be literally the following day. It's not too late if you want to start. If you want to sign up for the 12-week challenge, we are going to be doing another photo shoot after we have finished. So this is your opportunity if you are ready to implement some great habits into your day-to-day, work on your confidence, and just meet some like-minded people. I think it's time for you to sign up and get cracking with that. Now, I'm going to leave all the information for that down below. But yeah, I'm going to help Gaz pack up. We've got Gaz and Meg here in the background, our fantastic photographer for the day.
I tried.
He tried.
I tried.
And Meg.
I'm here this time.
He's here this time, which is
Improvement.
A massive improvement from last year. Obviously, absolutely amazing Meg, who's the main coach for Team MK, the head coach.
I tried.
She tried. She tried. But yeah, it was such a great day. Yeah, we're going to pack up. Going to carry on with the rest of the day. I'm going to take you with me for the rest of the day as to you can see what I crack on with. I've got some few more plans to do for the Empower Challenge. I'll give you a little sneak peek for what stuff everything looks like too. You probably heard the rubbish that she was talking about. I'm not sure if you can hear me. My mic is not on. Hold on. Hold on. No, I don't. I know that it's not on. Can you hear me? Is this on? Can you hear me a little bit better? We have stopped to go to Tesco's because we need some bits for Easter, and I'm going to make a cheesecake. I'm not going to eat any of it, but Gaz is going to enjoy all of it.
Yeah.
So are my parents, but I'm not going to have any of it because I'm dieting. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. You hold on to this, please. But yeah, we need some ingredients for all of that. So as you can imagine, Easter Saturday, it's rather busy in here. So here's some of my baking bits. And Gaz, being an absolute child and getting himself a pot noodle, essential toilet roll, bread. Yeah, and there's some bits for my baking stuff, which will be very good. We are home. I've gotten changed. I could not pop up with being in shorts anymore. I was so cold. Plus, I just needed to get comfortable. Now, I feel like my social battery is completely drained. I'm not gonna lie. It was so amazing seeing everyone. However, when you just kind of have to be, on it, I feel just very much now. So we are going to have a coffee, have a 5 minutes to chill, do a little bit more work, and then I actually need to go through some jobs in the house. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, gonna do some house jobs. My parents are coming this afternoon. In, I don't even know what time it is. I think in about 2 hours. So just want to make sure that the house is looking relatively clean, because we all know, especially as Eastern Europeans, my mother is going to judge how clean my house is. So there's that. Now I'm going to also make the cheesecake. So I'm going to share with you, how I make the cheesecake. It's going to be mini egg cheesecake. Oh, also, can we just please discuss the price of mini eggs? Hi, Peach. Hello. Hi. Hi, Squidge. Okay, good chat. Mini eggs. Why are they so expensive? Plus, Tesco tried to do this thing. It's like, well, if you buy it with Club Card, you can get it for £2 cheaper. No, you mean I can get it for the normal price, which is still extortionate. Absolutely appalling. But I committed at that point, so I needed to get them. So here we are. I'm going to show you the extortionate mini egg cheesecake that I'm going to be making later on. Hello, Peachy. Peachy. Oh, 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 oh. A bum wiggle. A bum wiggle. A bum wiggle. Did you not have photos taken? No.
We didn't take you. No. Wah.
If you see me miming words, that is because I'm listening to Alexander Hamilton whilst working. One of my favourite musicals ever. One thing about me, I just love musicals. And I find this is a perfect environment to work in. So there you go.
Let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. What? Smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You wanna get ahead. Yes. Fools who run their mouths off wind up dead.
Yo. Showtime, yo. I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3. Those red coats don't want it with me, cause I will pop, chicka plop these cops till I'm free.
Are you the best little girl? The best little girl. Just relaxing. Yes.
So I am just working through some Empower plans. So I've got a few people who are starting, literally, signed up. We've only got a day to go, essentially, but it's still not too late to start. Even though we're starting now, if you want to get started, please let me know. But I thought I'd show everyone sort of what our plans look like, how things work as I'm making some of the plans. So what I have done is I've hidden the person's name because, I'm not sure if they'd like for everyone to see what their plans look like, but I'll show you the screen right now. So here's a little sneak peek as to what you get when you sign up for Empower. You get your own personalized sheets. We've got this tracker where we do our check-ins, but you get your personalized meal plan, so your preferences. We record everything in here, give you some ideas for how you could make some of your meals as well, which I think helps a lot of people too. Plus personalized training. So this person can only train 3 times per week. Again, when it comes to your goals, training is not necessarily something that you have to do as part of Empower. We've got people who are doing CrossFit and just want a little bit more guidance from nutrition perspective, etc. We've got people who, would like to maybe look into competing in the future, but first they want to start this sort of structure. All sorts of different things, different goals, and I've apparently per week. So yeah, creating this lovely sort of setup for someone. They want to prioritize their glutes. So this is exactly what we're doing with their training, with the volume being mainly on their glutes. So training, we've got some epic resources as well. Now, for example, some tips and advice. Well, let me change the screen. You can have a look at my playlist. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly hide this for a second. Just because we had a password on here. But yeah, we've got these amazing resources available to people, different documents, how to manage the time, different things that could potentially help them, a whole cookbook with videos in there as well. So there's plenty for them to use. So when you start with Empower, like I said, it's not, we just send you things, cookie cutter plan, off you go. That is not the case. We make everything fit for individual people. Once they start, sometimes we might get things ever so slightly wrong. So we always encourage our clients, everyone who's doing Empower, contact us. Let us know if you've got any questions. If you're not keen on something, just let us know and we can work through things. So for example, when we get all the information, whenever everyone sends us through, their sort of starter pack information, because we ask some questions, how many times per week can you train, what are you looking to achieve, etc. We ask for, information about nutrition. But, sometimes things can potentially get missed. We create this plan and, for example, I had a client go to me, right,
everything is great, but I'm not sure I'll be able to get those meals in with my shift work. And we go, right, something that we do need to work through and consider. So we've had a little chat, spoken about, right, how are things going to be able to work for you long term? And we've just made those adjustments. No problem. One thing to remember with plans like this, the key is for them to work for that person. You know, there's no point doing the plan if it's, again, like I said, a cookie cutter plan that someone can just send to whoever and you go, oh, that doesn't fit into my life whatsoever. That's not the point of Empower. The point of Empower for us is creating something that someone can sustain long term. That is going to be the priority, and that is something that is going to set them up for success. So if you want to start, it's not too late. Get cracking, drop me a message, and we can get you started on your journey. And you never know, the 12 weeks might be a start to something bigger in the future. It might spark, you know, maybe you wanting to pursue bodybuilding a little bit more, but it doesn't have to. It might give you an idea for, oh, maybe I'd like to do this or that sport. You know, it doesn't need to be bodybuilding related. Like I said, we've got people from all sorts of backgrounds doing these sorts of things, people who don't even train in the gym. That is not necessary. That is not something that you need to do. What we do through Empower is all about supporting you and healthy lifestyle. Parents are here. Mother is here. Very productive so far. We've all had a drink. I had a decaf. What did we do? We've measured out the living room for the new flooring. How exciting. And I've started with the cheesecake. So we've got a base, which is digestive biscuits and butter. I'm going to make the cheesecake part of the cheesecake, which is some double cream, soft cheese, cream cheese, a little bit of sugar, and some of the mini eggs, crushed mini eggs that are going to be going in there as well. But I've realised I actually didn't buy enough cream, so I'm going to have to nip out the shop and buy some more for the decoration part, but that's going to be tomorrow because it needs to set in the fridge overnight. And here's Paige being naughty as always. But yeah, I'm going to do the next part of the cheesecake, so yeah. And there we go. Here's my cheesecake. I've got cream cheese, double cream, bit of sugar, vanilla extract, and crushed up mini eggs. Can you see? Can you see? That's going to go in the fridge overnight. And I am going to pop up the final product on screen here. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, because I'm not going to be filming tomorrow. I'm going to be spending time with my family. But so you can see what it looked like. There we go. Off in the fridge it goes. This is me done with the day. Well, I'm not quite done. I still need to eat, etc. But I want to spend some quality time with my parents. They're here for Christmas. We're not in December. For Easter. Easter Sunday breakfast. It's like a big thing in Polish tradition. I'm pretty sure it's very Catholic. I'm not sure if other Catholic countries do this, but Poland is very Catholic. Essentially, it's a big thing for you to have Easter breakfast together as a family, and there's this whole thing with having some bits that have been blessed in church. You're supposed to have a little bit of everything. It's like bread, eggs, piece of meat, salt, pepper. Can't remember exactly as to where that stems from, but it's all about, I think, you know, essentially, you know, so you always have bread on the table, etc. So you have this traditional breakfast. Dieting at the moment, so I am going to have eggs. Essentially, I'm going to have a version of my breakfast meal, which is eggs, but with my parents. Now, something that I've mentioned earlier, and I've not spoken about. So my last video that I have put up, I believe, was my off-season sort of full day of eating. And it's actually been a few weeks since that video. I know I have been a little bit behind with my videos, but I promise I'm going to be on it now. But unfortunately, there's just a lot going on and I only got around to posting it around then. But I have been dieting for a few weeks now, 4 weeks, I'd like to say. Essentially, the idea is get in and get out. I was in a growing phase, everything was going pretty well, but it was just time for us to start tidying things up. We did push it along for a little bit further, for a little bit longer with my off season, because I needed to get some blood tests done, just because we needed to make sure that my thyroid was in a good spot. Since my prep last year, it took a few months for me to regain my cycle, and the worst thing you can do once you regained it is to go, oh, sound, I'm going to diet again. No, you need to give your body time to stabilise, and with it taking a little bit longer, we needed to make sure that we're giving my body time to, you know, be healthy, be in a really healthy spot. You know, we can't be just going into a deficit straight away after I've regained my cycle, because what's probably going to happen is going to go, oh, why are you doing that again? Right, we're stopping that, we're not doing that. As a female, menstrual cycle is so important, you know, from your overall well-being, not just, you know, having kids, but there's just so much more to it when it comes to your bone density, when it comes to mood, your cognitive function, etc. So ladies, if your menstrual cycle is something that maybe is irregular, maybe you've struggled with that, please, please, please get your bloods done. Please speak to your doctors. You know, if you have a coach, speak to them. There's plenty of different things you can do through your diet, through right nutrition, health supplementation, that is going to help with looking after your well-being from that perspective as well. Now, I am in a dieting phase right now. We want to be very much in and out. So calories have dropped pretty quickly, but I don't mind, you know, I don't mind. I actually quite like dieting. I like feeling hungry, bit weird, but things are moving quite nicely. However, my body weight didn't move that much, again on the back of my menstrual cycle last week, and after me finishing, things still haven't moved that much. So Meg has made some changes this morning, so rest day cream of rice is gone at the moment. Well, it is what it is. I am going to do an updated full day of eating soon, but you know, this dieting phase, it's not going to be too long because we've got growing to do, so we're going to do that right in a few weeks time. But for now, I'm going to finish this video here. Please make sure to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, so you can stay up to date with the different videos that I've got coming up. And yeah, if you are interested in Empower, it's not too late to join. Follow the information down in my description box, and yeah, we'd love to have you on board.